All right, good, beautiful evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Achinja Abraham Afao, and welcome to Red Bridge Foundation. Today, I'd say you're where you want to be, and we're going to be looking at something very, very important, very, very crucial, because we're going to be doing a lot of learning. We're going to be telling us we're going to be making some revelations. We're going to be discussing about some of the major problems that we have, especially when it comes to relationship and what we can do on our own end to make sure that we are a lot better and that we are handling our relationships as good as we should. Now, um, one of our topic for today, rather, I'd say is I said your education is your problem. Your education is your problem. A lot of people have never really come to terms with this or to really even take their time to understand what this really means. But it's something that I have thought about for quite some time. I have given it a thought. And one of the major problems that I've come to realize in our world today, or that is bedeviling us, is that very factor of our education. Now, Roadbridge Foundation is all about, standing in the way of, misconceptions, misalignments, loss of priorities, and helping especially young people find themselves, especially when it comes to relationship, either with self or intimate relationship. Roadbridge Foundation is also there to help, let's say, single individuals, either mothers or fathers, who are having trouble with relationship, whose minds have become so bent to some certain ideologies as regards the other party or the other partner or the other person, the other gender. So because of that, and most of it, like I said, is education. Is education. Now, one of the misconceptions that we have about education is that um, a lot of people mistake um, literacy for education. They are two different thing, things. As a matter of fact, they're not even the same coin of different sides. They are just entirely two different things. Now, literacy simply means the ability to read and write. That's just simply what it means. Your ability to recognize letters individually or put together to decode them. That's just simply what literacy is. But education is the acquisition of knowledge. Education is the acquisition of knowledge. So, education is the embodiment of everything, including literacy, because literacy is another kind of knowledge, but it's not education in its entirety. You can be educated in different kinds of knowledge or skills or activities. Okay. But the reason why I decided to put it this way is because sometimes you see children are some of our children are literate, but they're not educated in the sense that the their knowledge, the knowledge they have acquired, is not sufficient, to enable them live independently. So because of that, we don't really classify their own knowledge as educated people. We only look at them as just at most literate people, but not really educated. Okay, so today we want to look at how our education has become an impediment, especially when it comes to us maintaining and keeping, you know, good relationship. For me, it's a serious matter. It's a serious matter worthy of, I'd say, consideration. Yeah, it's a matter of serious and honest consideration. Now, I, I, just give me a moment because I'm trying to tweak between other accounts here, so that's why you're gonna see me, you know, misbehaving or not really give. Okay, now you see, it's it started from some of the things that we thought sounded beautiful, and those things I call them beautiful nonsense, and indeed that's what they are. They're nothing short of beautiful nonsense. They sound intelligent, they sound sweet, selfishly when you look at them. But when you look at the extensions that they could create, there is literally nothing, there's just really nothing good about them, so to speak, um, so to speak. And one of those beautiful nonsense that they tell us um, is that maybe men are polygamous in nature and women are not. And I said, well, why don't we give them a chance and see if they cannot be? So some of these things, what they do, a lot of men are going to support that because it seemed to be in their favor. So it leads a lot of men to irresponsibility, forgetting that the women have feelings. It doesn't really matter what you think about the way you feel. It doesn't change the way I feel. So whatever we think about the way we feel, it doesn't change or affect how women think about what they think about a certain situation. So, okay, so men are saying that they are polygamous in nature. That means they can go around, mess up themselves, but we are not expected to do that. Okay, why not? Why not? Don't we have feelings? Can't we behave like that? So all of that really has affected our lives, and we are saying no, we don't need to do that. It's not helping us, and we shouldn't behave like that, you know so that's one of the major problems I say we have. So we're gonna take a break for now before I come back in, maybe later, or yeah, later. I just want to address a couple of things. When I come back, we're going to talk more about it. So